Dr. TPS.
Dr. TPS. Okay, Dr.
Yes.
TPS. So let's welcome Dr. TPS with a huge round of applause. Dr. TPS, he is the Director of Research and Development, Global Foundation for Early Childhood Education and Research. He is the former Directorate General of India, former ISRO scientist, and the former Director of Academics UGC. So can we have a huge round of applause for one of the most experienced and the senior speaker that we have today among here, Dr. TP Sasi Kumar. It's a pleasure to have you here today. And today you will be giving the audience a brief knowledge about childhood care and education. So over to you now.
Namaskaram. Thank you, the organizers. I am here because of the invitation of my sister Masuda for taking part of this conference, and Guru Sharma ji was accommodative, communicating with me, and Namaste Bhavana Singh for the intro. My topic when I gave was given FAST. If you have pen and paper, you would like to write it, it becomes more clear, because FAST, flexible, adaptive, smart, transformational. I have a book on adaptive learning which I wrote when I was in Delhi. Principles and Pedagogies for E-Web and Adaptive Learning. After 17 years, now we are after writing this book, it is in 2005. So almost after 15 years, what I wrote 15 years back, like conferences, webinars and such things are coming. That was a dream 15 years back, that most of the education will be like MOOC system which we have. But when I wrote it, I was in the higher education with the University Grants Commission, the highest body of Indian education. But today, we are talking about early child care education. Age 3 to grade 3, the 6 years of education. I'm sure if a lot of people speak, maybe from different collected informations, but I want all of you genuinely to write down what is in your classroom. You are speaking something which has to be like this. Look at what is your classroom. When you look at, you have bench, you have desk, you have teachers, you have all that paraphernalia, campus. Look at what a genuine child who wanted to be creative, free, excited, who want to learn different languages, the culture, system, what is in reality versus what is that practically you have around you. If you are genuine, write it down. If you have little courtesy, send it to me, because I am doing a research on this. I am sure what is in reality is never matched with what is in dream of a child, what the child expects on the ground. I had my own thoughts on this, and almost the same time, maybe after 2 years of writing this book, I did not write a book, but I made a model school which is called Grandma Child Care Shiksha Gurukulam, where children are free and they are like sitting with their grandmother. It's not the teachers asking to keep quiet, the teachers asking them to shout. And mostly the teachers, they use in the words in the classroom, if you take a statistics, you will know keep quiet is the word. But what the teacher is doing? Teacher is shouting. People are saying you have to be a role model. What is the role model? If you are shouting and ask somebody to keep quiet, it is not the right thing to do. But give me 300 children, I will show them without even a single word. I am a meditation master of Himalayan tradition. We don't teach meditation. The buzzword of today, most of the people use is meditation. It's a bogus and funny word. Actually, it is silence. The Grandma Child Care Shiksha Gurukulam make the violent child a silent child, a silent child a violent child. That's what we are supposed to do. That's a cultural difference. The highlight and importance of early child care education in this world rapidly changing. So I don't call it as a 21st century. I call it as third decade of 21st century. So it becomes 3-2-1 mechanism in the rapid world. The creative, mathematical logic, reasoning, communication, emphasizing flexible, adaptive, transformational approaches. From the day I gave this title today, I want to reframe that word and look at what is the fate, F-A-T-E, FATE. What is the fate of children today? What is that fate to fast or fate to first? We should look at it. We have not a very flexible, adaptive, fast, smart, transformational education. If you put these words together, you get an expansion for fate and fast. We don't have all these. What is that? We don't have an individualized, revolutionized, technology driven. No, what we have is very traditional. T can be traditional. A flawed, FLAWED. What is traditionally followed is still being followed. It's very flop. It's a failure. Academic training experience, what is given to children. That can be the fate expansion. Flawed, faulty assignment techniques and tactices enforced and employed. That can be the expansion for fate. But what is fast? Flexible, adaptive, smart, technology driven, facilitating accelerated students transformation. And you have to be first. What is the first? Forward thinking, innovative, resourceful, strategic, teamwork with the children, students and parents and grandparents and the society all together. You cannot have a social skill, a cultural development without the society being involved as part of the academics. Fostering innovative, resourceful student together is what is first for me. What is first for me? Formative, instructional. It is formative, instructional, resourceful, stimulating transformation. That comes only when smart people join together. Your teacher need not be smart, but he or she can be a producer and bring in lot of actors from the society. A smart early childhood education should discuss, integrate the technology, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, data driven approaches, highlight all the techniques around you which can create a strategy for implementing locally in different places. A model school in your village, in your city, in your place is entirely a model which cannot be duplicated anywhere else. So every place you should have model schools which is genuine, one which is for you. And that is what the national education policy says. Implementing, I don't think it will happen unless teachers in the early childhood care education takes the initiative and jump into this action. So provide practical strategies, guidelines, educate, make them to create a role in playing it around to the real life examples, share across different such models so that somebody can learn from the other model and slightly modify this model. So implementing the fate to first and fast is what I believe more flexible with a lot of positive thinking, lot of developmental activities, overcoming all the challenges and the potential risk of creating a future generation which are quite useless and copy masters. Most of the people knows how to copy and get certificates. That has to go and then come for a real research oriented activity which each case becomes a case study. Potential challenges for associating risks could be there because you have to convince the society. That needs a lot of marketing. I'm sure the humanistic approach like behavior, social skill, life skill, all that plays a demanding role as far as the child is concerned, the wards are concerned, the kids are concerned. But we are talking to the teachers. So as far as the teachers concerned, the skill development, creating the attitude to implement for such a change, a transformation, not a transformation, I call it as a revolution, a revolutionaristic approach with all the opportunities of technology around can make people to perform brilliant and bright. This is my submission. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Sorry for not being punctual at the time 12 o'clock because I had another session that was on ChatGPT applications for logistics which I was talking. So today is a very rushed day. So thank you Gaurav Sharma for the kindness and thank you Masuda for accommodating me and then giving me an opportunity to talk to the august audience. Pranams and namaskaram from India. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for being there. Sir. We are really grateful to have you. You are always amazing and always my favorite. I love listening to you because every time I get something new, I learn something new from you, and that is what I learn every day. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much once again, Dr. TPS. So now, Gaurav sir, any feedback from your side?
No feedback, just namaskar and thank you so much, sir, for sharing your pearls of wisdom and throwing light on this very particular and important topic. Thank you so much for joining. Keep showering your blessings and love on all of us. Thank you so much.